Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Game on Cloud 9 here, and I'm here today to bring you guys a video that has been a long time coming. I mean, really, this video I've been wanting to make for months, but I just never gotten around to doing it. I never really had that final push to just go ahead and do it. But you already know, of course, by looking at the title, what it's about, and it has to do with the bias in the anime community. Now, if you're wondering what gave me that actual final push to actually do this video, of course, if you've been following my channel or you've been following me, of course, going into different live streams and you've seen me in different live streams with different reviewers, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know these names like Uber Hikari, or you've seen, of course, King of Lightning or Luffy the Super Saiyan or anything like that. Now, I have no problems with any of these guys. In fact, I enjoy talking to them. They know we're cool, and, I like talking to them. I have no beef with them. But I kind of feel as though getting some of these streams, having discussions with them, and of course, seeing the comments or even before this has really just opened my eyes even further to how biased the anime community can be. Now, again, I have no problems with them, so don't anybody think, oh, I'm beefing or anything like that. I just want to get a little, pretty much vent a little bit about the whole situation, not just about that, but just the anime community before all this live streams, about how biased it seems like it can be. Like, I kind of feel as though in the anime community, when you look at it as a whole, if you look at it probably in the early days, it wasn't really that judgmental based off of what you really enjoyed or you liked. People pretty much, they discussed, different series, such as, when it wasn't, even though it wasn't that many anime and manga in the beginning, let's say you wanted to talk about Bleach. No one really was going to jump on you harshly for liking Bleach or thinking that the Bleach was good. Now, I understand the fact that, as something gets bigger, you're going to have more people come in. You're going to get different opinions, and that's perfectly fine. In fact, I think that's good. I like the fact that the anime community is getting a lot bigger, and you have different people that are into different stuff. But the thing that I don't like about the anime community that's been coming around, of course, in the last year or so, is that you have this thing where this mentality that people have to bash whatever they don't like and constantly hate on it. And it gets kind of old after a while. Not only that, but for some reason, people don't have any respect for you when you feel as though, like, something such as, let's say, Berserk. I know a lot of people out there are wondering why I can't get into Berserk or I don't like Berserk. I just simply don't have any interest in it. Suddenly, for some reason, people are saying, "Oh, I don't have any respect for you because you don't like Berserk, or you think you have." They say, "Oh, you haven't given Berserk a chance." That's why I'm not. I don't have any respect for you. It's like I kind of feel as though, why is it that I have to give a certain series a chance in order for me to have any respect, or for me to know anything about anime or manga? Because I've been also accused, people saying, oh, you must not know any anime or manga, you must be a noob. I've been keeping up with anime and manga since I was young, so I kind of don't feel as though me not getting into a certain series means that I'm completely ignorant in anime and manga, or I only like Naruto, which is another thing, or probably one of the biggest things I've been accused of, is that I'm pretty much, a Naruto fanboy, and I don't know about any other anime and manga. But that's the only thing I know about, and that's the only thing I care about, which definitely isn't true. Just because Naruto and Bleach, even though they may be the most popular anime and manga, aside from One Piece right now when it comes out of the world, and they happen to be some of my favorite series, doesn't mean that that's the only anime and manga I like and the only anime and manga that I'll ever enjoy. Because, of course, there's been other anime and manga that I really like. Now, I'm not going to say that I get into a bunch of series or I follow a bunch of series at the same time. Me personally, I'm fine with what I look at. Right now, the main series that I follow is Naruto, Bleach, Dead Man Wonderland, and I'm trying to think of another one that I follow. Well, those are the main ones right now. But I mean, I've looked at plenty of other anime before this. I mean, I don't feel like I have to really prove myself to the anime community in order for me to have any type of respect. Just because I'm like, even if those were the series that just so happen to I actually follow, or anybody else out there happens to follow, I don't feel as though that suddenly means that they don't like anime or manga, because that's another thing that's been talked about in the anime community a lot. Is oh, if you only follow the big three, then apparently you're not an anime and manga fan, you're a big three fan, or apparently you're only a shonen fan. It's like anime and manga is anime and manga. Those are subcategories. If you like more than one anime series and you plan on continuing with anime after that's done, I feel like you can be considered an anime and manga fan. Those aren't the only series that I plan on continuing with. And I find it funny, and this is when I get to the bias in the anime community, I find it funny that if I like something in those series and everyone else doesn't, and pretty much everybody else disagrees with me on it, if I don't like something and let's say if I were to say, oh, I love the hell out of One Piece, everything is good about One Piece, wouldn't nobody say shit? People would be quiet. People, not even be quiet. People would think that's the greatest thing ever. I have one criticism about the series, then apparently I'm a hater. It's like, hold up, man, hold up. Why is it that it's okay for everybody to fanboy over this series, but if I had a little fanboy moment over maybe Naruto or Bleach, then suddenly it's the worst thing ever. I don't know anything about writing. The series are completely horrible. And even if you feel the series are completely horrible, I don't see why I can't differ on opinion. You may say, oh, well, this is factual, but half the stuff that everybody says in the anime community is not factual. It's based off of opinion. You analyze something and you see something as a flaw. What somewhere else may not even see it as a flaw dealing with the writing. I'm not saying that there aren't certain things that have to deal, there is a method to writing. I'm not trying to make the argument that there's no method to writing, but at the same time, I feel as though that a lot of times in the community, your opinion pretty much is cast aside if it's not with everyone else. If someone were to say they love One Piece, they love Berserk, then someone would say, oh, they know anime and manga, they have good quality. If I like the other series, nah, I'm pretty automatically cast it off as a Naruto or a Bleach tard or whatever. And that's probably one of the things that's just been getting old in the community after a while. One criticism about One Piece, nah, man, you're pretty much getting crucified, man. They sticking the fork in you, sticking you in the oven, you're done. I mean, that's exactly how it is. So, oh man, I don't know. It's just one of the most annoying things. I really what I'm really hoping is that the anime community in some way changes, because since it is a nonstop bashing, it's like, you can't even discuss the series anymore. I mean, theories aren't really discussed like that. I mean, rarely. I mean, just been recently, people have been talking about, actually been getting into the Bleach arc. Fullbring, everybody pretty much, said, well, shit, if you differed on that opinion, people crucified you for that. So, it gets old after a while. The fourth grade Ninja War, same thing. And it's the biggest question to me, and the biggest question mark. It's like, why would you, if you think that the fourth grade Ninja War is complete shit, Naruto's went to complete shit, why are you following it? People always give me the excuse, oh, I want to see the ending. But when I want to see, if I hate the hell out of something and I think something's terrible, then I sit up there and I just wait till it's done. If I want to see the ending, I'll go back and look at the ending after it's finished, not while it's going on. So apparently something must be good about this war that it's keeping your interest. But that's besides the point. I just feel as though, like, you can't have an opinion in the anime community unless you're bandwagoning half the time, or you're a certain reviewer. Like, if you're, what, now, again, I'm cool with all the reviewers, of course. I'm like, I enjoy talking to, all my Cloud Village dudes, but if you're, let's say, Uber Hikari, and you have a certain opinion about something, then, everybody's going to jump on it, no matter what it is. People will go along with it. And I'm not saying you can't agree with Hikari, because Hikari does make good points about different things. But at the same time, I don't understand why anybody who says anything to Hikari, whether it be me or anyone else, everybody acts like whatever they say is completely irrelevant. Like, Hikari, everything comes out of his mouth is factual, and that is not true. That definitely isn't true. That happens with a lot of bigger reviewers. Whenever someone bigger happens to say something, then apparently all of a sudden, whatever they said is just complete factual. Anybody who comes after that, or anybody who says anything after that, is just saying bullshit, apparently. So, oh man, it's just getting old after a while. I mean, I've thought about leaving the community sometimes. I've recently thought about it, kind of a lot in a way. I do like the community, but at the same time, sometimes it can be probably one of the most annoying things, and it's kind of killing my enjoyment for some of the anime and manga that I like. I mean, I can't even really look at some of the stuff that I want to see at my own pace. I have everybody pushing me to like this particular series, and, I don't feel comfortable with that. So, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about the bias in this anime community. I know that there's a lot of rambling in this video. Oh, yeah, one more thing I want to state. And it actually has to do with respect. Now, I know everybody says respect has to be earned or whatever, and I get that concept, but at the same time, I feel as though, like, for me personally, being in the anime community, I've earned my respect. Now, some of you guys, may have laughed right now and said, how is that, when you just are always on Naruto or whatever. Most of the time, when I've done my videos, when I look at my predictions / reviews, I've always tried to judge it fairly, as fair as I could be. Whether I like the Naruto, I mean, whether whether the like the Naruto chapter, the Bleach chapter, One Piece chapter, I try to look at it as whole. And I've actually in a sense gotten that method from some other reviewers, looking at it like, okay, I see the pros of the chapter. I may love the heck out of the chapter, but I have to see if there's any cons in it. I can't just fan away over that. And I feel like no one seems to recognize that. Whether regardless or not, if you think that I love the hell out of Naruto, no one can deny that I've named flaws with the series. I've named problems with it. So even if you were to say that I'm a Naruto fanboy, at the same time, I still know there's problems and I still acknowledge them, which to me is what separates a tard from a fanboy. To me, that's my own definition of a fanboy and a tard. I think a tard, goes off, feels like they have to bash everybody, can't see, the other person's side at all. Versus a fanboy, of course, they may love that series pretty much to death. They, well, maybe not to death, but they love the series. They want to keep up with it, and nothing really is probably going to stop them from falling out of it, but at the same time, they can still see other people's points and they respect each other's opinion. I don't see any respect on my. I'm like I don't feel like anybody is giving me any respect for my opinions in this community, and that's pretty much the main reason why I've been thinking about leaving sometimes, is because it's been a continuous thing. Even in the Cloud Village, we like anytime if I say that I think the Fourth Great Ninja War was even decent, it turns into a huge thing. And if I say certain things, apparently I'm looked at like I'm stupid and I make no points. Apparently, so I I don't know. I'm just getting tired of it. But just let me know what you guys think about this. Some of you guys may not even care about this video, may dislike the video. I don't care. Just I hope you guys did watch it, and for those of you that did enjoy it, I'm glad. But anyway, this is it.